and Aston Villa is actually winning the Premier League. So hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Football with Priscilla. I'm Priscilla, obviously. So hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And listen, this is the first time I am making a video on my birthday. Like, I'm that excited. So ladies and gentlemen, today I just want us to talk about the games that will be played this weekend with regards to the Big Six. And we are also going to look at the table and what to expect as we are entering the year 2024. But before we get into the video for today, make sure you share, like, and subscribe. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe, and do turn your notifications on to know when next I post a video. Now listen, ladies and gentlemen, can you imagine all the games that were played last weekend? I didn't watch a single one of them. Like, watching them live, repeats, yes, but like watching them live, I couldn't. There was a power cut for 4 days where I stay. 4 days. I couldn't watch the Manchester United versus Liverpool game. Ladies and gentlemen, I was pissed. Like, I was so upset. And the fact that Manchester United were able to hold Liverpool 0-0 with 10 men on the pitch, one man down. Ladies and gentlemen, and I missed that game. It broke me. Like, it literally broke me. But hey, it was beyond my control. There was literally nothing I could do. I was at the mercy of the power company that was supposed to fix things, and they decided to come after 4 days. Monday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, wait, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Actually, 5. You know what? Yeah. Now, the first game that we're going to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, is West Ham versus Manchester United. Now, listen, I know everyone is hyped up with regards to Manchester United after we managed to hold Liverpool. People are like, oh, yes, we can build on this. If there's something that I've learned about Manchester United is we are so inconsistent. Like, don't expect things from Manchester United. If you're a Manchester United fan and Manchester United wins, like the current Manchester United team that we have, just go like, okay, we've won. Don't expect that to come because you're only going to hurt yourself, right? You're going to break your heart, okay? So listen, I am not going to get hyped up. Yes, we drew against Liverpool, and when everyone, the whole world, was expecting us to be thrashed by Liverpool, we managed to hold ourselves and we managed to get a result, at least a point against Liverpool. For Liverpool, you're sitting back, you're waiting for them to come at you, and you're trying to break on the counter. West Ham is waiting for you to do the same thing. They are waiting for you to come at them, and then they break on the counter. And West Ham is not an easy team to beat with the likes of Antonio, etc. So West Ham is not a team that you go and you say you can bully. No, West Ham is a team that can get points from you. Okay, so it's not going to be an easy game. So for those Manchester United fans who are going in this West Ham game with all the confidence in the world, I tell you, calm down. Okay, for me, I'm going there like, oh my gosh, Manchester United, please just shock me, right? So with regards to the Manchester United versus West Ham game, I still think Manchester United is going to win, maybe a 1-0, but I wouldn't be surprised if West Ham beat us. But I'm going to go for a 2-1 Manchester United win. Yes, 2-1 Manchester United win. Oh, it's West Ham, isn't it? It's just written West Ham beats Manchester United, right? Right. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, the next game that I want us to talk about is Tottenham versus Everton. Now, listen, a long time ago when who was Everton being coached by? I've forgotten. This guy that used to coach Everton, I've forgotten his name. The time when Harry Redknapp used to coach Tottenham. And Tottenham versus Everton was actually a big game. That's the time when Tottenham and Everton used to go like 6 and 7. They used to go head to head. You know the position where Brighton has come like and has become that team where everyone's like, okay, Brighton. We used to talk about Tottenham and Everton the same way back then. So Tottenham versus Everton used to be a big game when there was the team Cahills, when there was Gareth Bale, when there was who? When there was Lennon and those guys. Like, it really used to be Tottenham versus Everton. Now I know it's lost that momentum with regards to it being Tottenham versus Everton because Tottenham have upped their game while Everton have lost their game. Granted, Everton is not a team that can easily be bullied, and they do get their points here and there, but they're just not the same Everton. But Tottenham have been playing amazingly well. So Tottenham versus Everton. Listen, Everton is not a team that you can go and get points easily, right? They will give you a run for your money. Tottenham as well is a team that has been playing well and is a very direct team. I see this as a Tottenham win. It could be a Tottenham draw though. Like, they could draw or Tottenham can win. Just because I feel like Tottenham are more clinical at goal as opposed to Everton. So I'm going to go with Tottenham instead of Everton. But I wouldn't be surprised if it goes like there's a draw happening there. Ladies and gentlemen, The next game that we're going to talk about is the big one, which is Liverpool versus Arsenal. Now, listen, this game is going to be interesting because both teams are fighting for top position, right? Number one. And the only difference between the two teams is 1 point, with Arsenal being on number one with 39 and Liverpool with 38. Now, I'm sure Liverpool is looking at Manchester United like, really? You're really cost us these points only for you guys to lose to West Ham. Like, that could be a possibility. So it's going to be a very interesting game because both teams are direct. Both teams are not teams that will sit back and wait to break on the counter. No, no, no. They are both teams that are willing to dominate the ball, get possession, and play against their opponents. So it's going to be interesting because Arsenal is a direct team. Mikel Arteta has said Arsenal to be a team that is not afraid to attack, whether they are playing a Liverpool or a Man City. Now, the funny thing is, if Arsenal go direct versus Liverpool, Liverpool has players that can break, right? Liverpool have actually good players in Trent Alexander-Arnold, Szoboszlai, Mo Salah. So it's not going to be so easy. I feel like Arsenal shouldn't get carried away. I feel like Arteta sometimes, in telling his team, don't be afraid, attack, he forgets the threat that comes with the opponents. Now, listen, that's a Liverpool team that is actually amazing, right? On their day, they are unplayable. So I feel like Arsenal should really be cautious playing versus Liverpool. But knowing Mikel Arteta, he won't care. He'll just be like, boys, go for it. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, Liverpool versus Arsenal is going to be a very interesting game. Knowing Liverpool and how much they obviously upset that they lost to Manchester United, I know they're going to become firing. So it's not going to be an easy game for Arsenal. But with that said, Liverpool versus Arsenal, who do I think will win? I know most people will go like Arsenal because obviously they are number one and they've been playing amazing football. But for me, I'm going to go with Liverpool. I just feel like Liverpool is not going to drop points, knowing they're this close to getting ahead. So I'm going to go with Liverpool beating Arsenal for this one. I know it's crazy and I know Arsenal have been playing beautiful and amazing football. That no one can deny, but I just think Liverpool have an edge over Arsenal. So I'm going to go Liverpool-Arsenal. The other game that I want us to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, is Chelsea versus Wolves. Now, I know Chelsea beat Sheffield and Chelsea fans have hope. It's good to have hope. Listen, have your hope. But if there's one thing that we've learned about Chelsea this season is that they are so inconsistent. Oh my God. Chelsea can beat Sheffield and come lose to Luton Town. We wouldn't be surprised. So I wouldn't be surprised if they lose to Wolves. And granted, Wolves is not a team that can even easily be rolled over, right? They can't easily be bullied. Wolves on a good day will give you a good game. So this is not an easy game for Chelsea, really. And Wolves can easily beat Chelsea. So I'm going to go with Wolves beating Chelsea. Yes, I'm going to go Wolves beating Chelsea or a draw. But I don't think Chelsea is going to beat Wolves. Unless Chelsea have hit a run of form. But I just think Wolves have what it takes to beat Chelsea. So let's go back, ladies and gentlemen. West Ham versus Manchester United, I say Manchester United. Tottenham, Everton, I say Tottenham. Liverpool, Arsenal, I say Liverpool. And Chelsea versus Wolves, ladies and gentlemen, I say Wolves. Now, finally, I want us to talk about the table. Ladies and gentlemen, the table is as follows. Arsenal with 39 points, Liverpool 38, Aston Villa 38, Man City 34, Tottenham 33, right? Newcastle 28 and Manchester United 27. We're getting there, okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, do you think entering 2024, Arsenal is still going to be the league leader, or Liverpool might actually leapfrog Arsenal and be the league leader? Or do you think Manchester City getting back Kevin De Bruyne have a shot at coming back and just blowing all of us out of the water? And we're just like, well, it's Man City. What do you expect us to do? What do you guys think? Or do you guys think Arsenal have what it takes this season to get to be on number one in January as well as be number one in May? Like, what do you guys think? Comment down in the comment section. So, ladies and gentlemen, the table is actually very interesting because as time goes by, as each game week gets played, it keeps on changing and reshuffling. Now, there's one team that I think we have been glossing over and we have not been giving it respect that it deserves, and this is Aston Villa. Now, this is how Leicester started, and all of us laughed at Leicester. We were saying, okay, by the time they reach December, they'll fall off. Okay, by the time they reach February, they'll fall off. Leicester ended up winning the Premier League. Now, Aston Villa is a team no one is talking about. We're talking about Arsenal, we're talking about Liverpool, we're talking about Man City, Tottenham, Newcastle, and Manchester United, and no one is looking at Aston Villa. Will we be surprised May comes and oh my gosh, Aston Villa is leading the table and Aston Villa is actually winning the Premier League? More surprising things have happened, ladies and gentlemen. More surprising things have been happening. So listen, I've loved the trajectory that Aston Villa has been moving in. Very quiet, but in and around the mix. And if you look at the media, when they're talking about who's going to be the 2023-2024 champion of the Premier League, everyone is Man City, everyone it's Liverpool, everyone is saying it's Arsenal, but no one is saying Aston Villa. And Aston Villa, ladies and gentlemen, might just shock us after Leicester. Another team that I want us to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, is Man City. Are we ready to have the conversation? Like, is it time to accept that the giant is falling, or this is actually an end of an era for Pep Guardiola? Now, I heard in the previous game when he played versus Crystal Palace, apparently the Manchester City fans were booing Guardiola. You booed Guardiola, who still has you guys in the Champions League, I think in the Carabao, FA Cup, as well as you guys are like almost top four. You are in top four. And that's the manager you are booing. Wow. Different strokes for different folks, ladies and gentlemen. I would love to have the problem that Man City fans have. Our problem as Manchester United, our coach, our players, leaks, journalists, the ownership, we have so many things to boo about. You are booing Pep Guardiola because he's lost a handful of games. And this is the Pep Guardiola who we know can lose a handful of games, come January, February, manage to find himself on the first of the Premier League table and go ahead up to May, and then they win it. And then we're like, oh well, it's Man City anyway. Like, it's crazy how people can bully Pep Guardiola. For me, it was just absolutely ridiculous when I heard the fact that, oh no, the Man City fans are booing Pep Guardiola. With what rights? Like, are you guys serious? Do you know how many teams would cry if Pep Guardiola today said, I'm quitting Man City? Every team that can afford him is knocking at his door. That man's phone will not be silent once he leaves Man City. So listen, it's actually funny that Man City fans are actually booing Pep Guardiola. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the Premier League table is actually looking interesting. Every game week, it keeps on shuffling and changing. I can't wait to see how it will be by the time we are entering 2024. So yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, that's what I had for you guys today. Comment down in the comment section, do you think Arsenal will hold on to first place as we are entering 2024, or will Liverpool find its way in first place as we're going to 2024? Or maybe, just maybe, ladies and gentlemen, it's actually Aston Villa's season? So yeah, so do comment down in the comment section. I can't wait to read your comments. So that's all I had for you guys today. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe, and do turn your notifications on to know when next I post a video. Bye, and happy birthday to me. Thank you.